Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the fifth-year quarterback, Jameis Winston, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they match up with former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers set to take over. Jameis Winston at the controls. And it's a big season forthcoming for the number 1 overall pick back in 2015. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jameis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Panthers set to go. They, of course, have number 1 as their starting quarterback, Cam Newton. He is number 1 in franchise history in just about every passing category. MVP back in 2015 as well, and try to get the Panthers back into the playoffs after a 7-9 finish a year ago. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense for Carolina.
It's a quick turnaround right out of the gate because there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. But the best teams, they simplify before they go play that Thursday night game. And they also believe it's way better to get your Thursday night game out of the way early before the body has been through too much. So if you ask people on scheduling, they want to play it early, not late.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Corey Liggett makes the stop. A look at the Buccaneer starters now on defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton complete. Smith has it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Remember, last year in Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, and me and my crew, we got to see him. And when they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, the head coach Ron Rivera told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey, he's good up to 65, coach. And each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play fake. Winston. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? You ready? Mark 54. Better bring it. You better bring it. Let's go.
First down, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
They'll throw again. Winston. And that is incomplete here. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Third and goal, Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So on fourth down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on third down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point try, good by Gano, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. On second down, Winston again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
45. Ready? 180. 45. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Ready?
To throw again on second down. Newton. Bryant has it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I got one.
Out of the gun, Newton. He sets to fire deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Newton now to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To the air again, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
A 47-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers, as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, on Monday Night Football, Mayfield versus Darnold, round 2, the Browns and Jets from MetLife Stadium. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go, go, go.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. It's caught by Bryant. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Single, slap.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton sliding out of the pocket. He can Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Jameis now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing, Winston. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's complete to Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Alex Collins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on second down. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Winston. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Winston. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. They'll run the counter with Collins, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime for Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right. He's got a man, complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, That's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Ready? Let's get it. 45. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready?
Newton on first down. Complete to Bryant. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
You got 4. You got 4.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. On second and goal, Newton, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.